I mean, for sure, you can't sleep on it, but it's just tough, right? Yeah, he has the names, right? He beat the names, and you can't deny that. It's just moments, and it's just names. It is one of the greatest names for sure. That he beat in history, but the man is doing what he's supposed to do. He's lining people are lining UFC are lining people up for him. He's just knocking them down. So fair play to him. He's going out there doing his job.
Max Holloway has cautioned Islam Makhachev not to fight Ilia Topuria since he believes he is invincible and in his prime. Dustin Poirier is skeptical of Ilia Topuria's ability to defeat Islam Makhachev, but would pay to watch the match. He indicated that Ilia may weigh around 190 pounds. Poirier feels stature may have a role in Islam's strength and compactness, but praises Ilia's speed and power in many weight classes.
You think he could beat Islam?
I'm not saying he can, but I would buy the pay-per-view.
I'd buy the pay-per-view
Yeah,
too.
I'd buy the pay-per-view. It's be a tough one. I've never seen Ilia in person, first of all.
Right.
I know they say he's big. He walks around 190 pounds and all that stuff, but I've been in there with Islam, and that's a big dude.
Yeah.
I just think that size difference would be huge, but the guy's got fast hands and great technique. He can knock anybody out.
Right.
I think 45, 55, even 170, he lands clean, he knocks anybody in those divisions out. I think 85 would be tough just because they're so rangy.
Gotcha.
For him to get that close and use those techniques he uses, he has really good uppercuts and hooks, those short kind of punches, it would be hard to do against a big guy, but 170, 155, 145, you get in front of him, he'll put you out, I think.
Poirier praised Ilia as one of his favorite fighters, stating that his boxing skills could help him defend takedowns. He believes Ilia hits harder and cleaner. Islam's limited range and better striking make him challenging. Poirier believes Ilia's size may be a major obstacle.
You did tell me Ilia is one of your favorite fighters to watch. How do you think he would do against Islam?
If he can stop the takedowns, I think his boxing's better than Islam's. I think he's a bigger puncher. Yeah. Islam's technique is getting a lot better on the feet. He's kind of crafty and elusive. When I fought him, he fought at a weird range, but I think the size difference is just too much, I believe.
Max Holloway praised Ilia Topuria for defeating great names, but emphasized the importance of timing. He emphasized that people tend to focus on names like Volkanovski and Charles Oliveira without investigating further. According to Volkanovski, he was not in peak physical condition when fighting Ilia. Charles was only on a one-win streak when his name came up. Max believes that people tend to focus on champions and big wins without considering the full context.
I mean, for sure, you can't sleep on it, but it's just tough, right? Yeah, he has the names, right? He beat the names, and you can't deny that. But then, when you look, it just sucks that with everything that's going on. When you look at that Volk fight, with that Volk coming off of what he did, that's kind of crazy. But people just look at the name, they're not looking at the record. They're just looking at, oh yeah, Alex was the champ, and then me, and then Charles did what he did. But Charles was on him, what was Charles on? A one-fight win streak, so.
He emphasized the importance of capturing moments and bringing things together. Max recognized that defeating Volkanovski is a significant accomplishment and one of the best names to have on their record. Despite this, he maintains that Ilia is only carrying out his duties as a UFC fighter by defeating opponents. Max acknowledged Ilia's presence and professionalism. So, fair play to him.
It's just moments, and it's just names. It is one of the greatest names for sure. That he beat in history, but the man is doing what he's supposed to do. He's lining UFC are lining people up for him. He's just knocking them down. So fair play to him. He's going out there doing his job.
Alexander Volkanovski contrasted Ilia Topuria's strength to that of Islam Makhachev, claiming that Islam's devastation was more severe. Although Ilia knocked him unconscious and kept him down, he reported feeling more concussion-like symptoms after Islam's hits. Volkanovski stated that Islam's shots had stronger aftereffects, making the overall impact feel heavier on his body.
I feel like I had more of a concussion from the Islam one. Even though I was knocked out longer with Ilia, I had a lot more of the symptoms than that with the Islam one. I should have had the break.
In another interview, Max Holloway praised Islam. He clarified, picking against Islam Makhachev isn't easy. He stated that Islam is a challenging opponent due to his expertise in both wrestling and striking. His increasing confidence in striking makes him even more dangerous. Holloway stated that while it would be fantastic if Ilia Topuria received a title shot, it may not happen immediately. He mentioned that opponents like Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopez are already near the front of the line, which may postpone Ilia's turn for now.
Ilia versus Makhachev, what would you think? Who would win?
I mean, bro, it's hard to go against Islam. His fighting style is a tough one. You know, he likes wrestling. He likes striking. Now he's falling in love with his striking. It's hard to bet against Islam. At the end of the day, if he gets it, that's cool, but probably not. He has Volk and Diego driving down the door right now, so I think they might keep him down here.
Benel Darish prefers Islam Makhachev in a fight against Ilia Topuria due to his size and ability to combine range control and grappling. He believes that if Islam uses his kicks and wrestling skills wisely, he can cause Ilia significant issues. Darius admitted that Ilia's power is real. Based on his observations, he believes Ilia is likely to eliminate Islam.
I think it would still go the same. I think, Islam has such a big size advantage, and if he, distance kicks, takedown, rinse and repeat, if he continues to mix those things up, I think it would be a difficult fight for Ilia. But, from what I saw, it wouldn't surprise me if he was able to put Makhachev's lights out too.
Ilia Topuria claims Islam Makhachev is switching to welterweight to avoid facing him. Islam stated that if the UFC had offered him a bout against Justin Gaethje, he would have remained at 155 pounds. Ilia believes Islam considers him a threat and expects him to be defeated. He also stated that Khabib Nurmagomedov does not want to fight because he is confident he will win.
Ilia to avoid you? Is he scared to fight you?
Listen, I think that he took a great decision. If the UFC would offer him to fight against Justin Gaethje or another contender in the division, I think that he would stay at 155. But with me coming up, he was like, I don't have to take this risk. I'm gonna move up to the 170. I'm gonna try to get another belt, and that's all, because he knows that I'm dangerous. He knows that I'm gonna put him to sleep. Even Khabib. The only reason they don't want me to fight against him, because they know that I'm gonna beat him.
Islammachev answered criticism he often receives. The speaker argued that despite defeating Alexander Volkanovski twice, his victories are often overlooked due to Volkanovski's smaller size and lower division status. Makhachev stated that if he defeats Ilia Topuria, critics will likely argue that he simply defeated a smaller fighter.
Okay, I beat the Volkanovski twice. People still say, you beat small guy, he's not your weight division. If I beat Topuria, it's gonna be same. Everybody gonna talk same. But if I go up, takes a second belt, this is the legacy.